All right. We're live.
Good evening, or not, are we? Yes, we
We
are.
Yes.
we are live.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Talkabout, the podcast show that talks about walkabout mini golf.
Absolutely.
We have our full admin team here tonight. To my right, we have Chris Princess Bankshot. To my left, we have the knob that we call TrickyDicky,
Yay.
and we have a gap between us. So I think we should get a guest in. What do you reckon? And this
Nah.
week's guest,
Nah.
sorry. This week's guest is FATFAT. Come on in,
Way.
FATFAT.
Come on in,
Hey.
Boom biscuit. Boom biscuits. FATFAT.
Nice
How's
to
it
see you,
going, buddy?
FATFAT.
Good. Thanks for having me.
That's all good. That's all
Thanks for
good.
coming on.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on and taking part in this show of all shows.
You guys really scraping the bottom of the barrel for guests.
Well,
aren't you?
we try to.
It's only week 9 and you already resorted to FATFAT.
I mean, with all of the call outs to you watching us on the potty, we kind of had to, right?
Yeah, I'm not pooping right now.
That's good to know.
That is a damn good thing.
Thanks for the info.
You probably will be when you watch it back.
Yep.
Indeed.
It's very meta. Very meta.
I'll tell you what. Let's get on with the questions. Let's get off that subject. Go on, Chris. Fire a question at FATFAT.
All right. The guest first question is, what got you into the game and how did you start?
So I like the first VR game that I really got into was 11 table tennis.
Great game.
And then that community started getting a little crazy, and I was playing with a guy, and he was like, if you want to play another game with the chill community, and he told me about this game, and then I downloaded it, and I played it for a while, but then I didn't discover. I'd only play it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then when
It's not what I heard.
and then when Bogey's Bonanza came out, someone on Quick Match told me about Discord, and then that was the game changers when I found Discord.
Camera. Talk towards the camera. You got
Absolutely.
I'm just
the one that's flashing in and out.
I just get lost in your eyes.
Oh, that's so nice to say. I know you're lying, but that's so nice to say.
That makes me want to go and have a poop.
All right, let's move on to the second question. All right, this one is from Jazz. We'll go ahead and start with FATFAT on this, and then we're gonna go over to Tricky. So,
Ooh.
how immersive do you find Walkabout mini golf, and are there moments you forgot you're in VR?
I wouldn't say I ever forget I'm in VR, but I definitely, definitely feel like, especially when you get, I'd say just interact, especially when you play with people over and over. I think you definitely, get immersed in the community almost even more than the
community.
Yeah.
This game is more about community than golf, I believe. They're all great, but definitely do this for community. So same question over to you, Tricky. I know you can see the screen. So
yeah, I'm not actually looking at the screen, but yeah. Okay. I think this game in particular, because of its 360 ability, doesn't matter where you turn, there is something to see. So it does give you that immersive image as you're in the game. I mean, there's been an occasion where I have been on Arizona, and I've been stood in my kitchen.
Say on shrooms. I thought you were going to. It is more immersive when you're on shrooms.
So yeah, I've been in Arizona, and my wife's been in the sitting room. I've been in the kitchen. I've took a drink of my drink and went to put it on one of the banisters, that is actually there, and the thing is
I've
hit the
spilled
floor.
a lot of beer.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I think, yeah, immersive wise is because it's very it's very 360. Wherever you look, there is something to look at. It's very colourful. It's very good on most courses you're on. And do I forget I'm in VR? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
For me,
I don't forget I'm in
Well,
VR. I forget I'm in real life.
one thing I forgot about, like I used to always do the, tap in, tap out, so you
Yeah.
could see
Right.
through your. But
Yeah,
but now I'm so used to being in VR. I just kind of have my. I don't do
Everything to
that
hand.
anymore. I just kind of know where my beer is.
Yeah.
just kind of know where my beer is. That's
But it
great.
did make me laugh earlier. You said you're going to run to the store to get some beer. I've seen you. There's no running in you.
I made it.
True.
I got the beer. I acquired the beer.
That's awesome.
That's the main thing.
Plane,
That's the main
trains,
thing.
automobiles.
So I'm not going to do a huge answer on this because obviously it's super immersive. For me, I don't forget that necessarily I'm in VR, but I have forgot, especially in the very beginning. Speaking of Arizona, they have beautiful handrails there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And the first night I played this game, I leaned onto one of those handrails, and my teenage daughter had a really good laughing fit when I hit the ground. I was safe.
It's definitely that course.
But I have forgot a few times. I went to sit somewheres or grabbed onto something. And how about you, Stewie? Do you have an answer for that?
You've covered it, most of it with all your answers, but I think I get more emotional is when you've got the good company. Because before you know it, you've been playing 3 hours and you think you've only been on an hour. It's 4 o'clock in the morning on a Friday night.
And we've done that. We've done that.
Many
Yeah.
a time.
often.
So yes, it is very immersive, and it's very tempting to have a drink while you're playing it.
All
Yeah,
right.
yes,
So
But, yeah,
we are going to go ahead and pop up.
I think we've all fallen over.
Yes. You have.
I think it's hilarious when it happens, but as somebody who doesn't drink, I get to watch all the
I think
fun
the most
stuff
hilarious
go
thing
down.
I've seen is when we saw Greta's headset go flying after Carrie slapped him.
During one of my live feeds, we did have somebody get upset and throw a in big head mode too. It's perfect. Somebody hit their button on Elvis. After 18, he had a bad 18. All of a sudden, we see a headset rolling across the entire map in big head mode. I panned away and shut down, but it was hilarious for those few seconds. So,
all 13 Tricky.
What is your favorite course and why?
That's a tough one.
I know there's so many to pick from.
This is I would say if you're talking a hard easy combo,
I had to change my battery. Sorry.
Coyote Valley has a little spot in my heart for some reason. I like Coyote Valley.
Is that easier?
Both of them like together.
You were twisted.
Yeah.
And then I actually one of the I kind of like Tethy's Easy for some I wish they would do like a Tethy's too. Now that they've been doing more with the graphics, and I think like my only disappointment in Mars Garden was I wanted more of like an outer space course instead of in a bubble. I think they should do another like space type course. Would be awesome. But
that would be cool. I do like that.
Talking about Mars, what do you reckon to low gravity? I think I've only played it a few times. It's not my.
I've only played it, a couple.
Yes,
I never got into low
I played
gravity
a tournament in it, but when we were playing that tournament, because I play a lot of league games and a lot of stuff like that, I refused to practice. Well, it didn't super bad, but I refused to practice in low gravity, so I just took one. All right.
I'm back.
He is back.
How long for?
I don't know. Until my button touches again.
Anyways, musical ATV wrote in, and this is a question for all. We'll let Stewie answer this one first. What is the strangest place you've played VR? a little word. That's the answer.
The strangest place.
Starting with Stewie.
I played in a few strange places with Tricky.
Oh, well, I'm scared.
I played lead in bed with. I played lead in bed with Tricky. On more than one occasion. Oh yeah.
Wait,
you saw
what?
me like.
Oh.
You saw me like down playing.
Oh yeah. But I wasn't with you in bed. Is what I'd like to
They weren't in the
reiterate.
same bed. For clarification, they were not in the same bed. This is VR. Anyways,
I don't normally take my headset anyway, but I did take it down to Tricky's once. But normally
Yes,
I
you
don't.
came to my place.
If I go somewhere, I don't normally take my headset, so it's normally at home. Sat down, laid down, drinking, but no strange places.
Yeah.
I have fallen down and disappeared from the game once.
You have?
know.
Tricky was there that night as well.
That was hilarious. Just fell over, disappeared, drunk, never to be seen again. Woke up in the morning, got a bollocking from his missus because he had crisp packets and beer cans all over the place.
Anyways,
I played I played in a hotel lobby for a couple of days in a. It was like a big, big space. But the funniest thing, it was like people, several different times, like kids would be walking by and it'd be like, "Can I get one of those?" I would just hear them, and I probably pissed off a lot of parents that week because they would see me, and they're like, "Oh, I want one of those," and I'm like.
In the chat, that's awesome though. That is cool. In the chat, we have Guy B. Hey, Guy B. We also have Q380s here. I think that is Garger, man.
Yeah.
I think that's who goes underneath that one. Hey, good to see ya.
Hi, yeah.
All right.
We want to see Tricky.
I got my trophy today from the. It's beautiful. It is.
We covered it last week.
Right.
He's not giving anything away. I got mine today too. Thank you, Gargar, man. Those trophies were awesome.
Chris has won some.
Yes.
And
while I'm tooting my own horn, I won my first Trents League season yesterday.
Chris has never done that. Just saying.
How bite me.
Trent mentioned it might be a sensitive subject. He said,
I've got wings in funny other places. It is okay, Trent.
Hey, FATFAT, we do have a question coming up for you later about this, so.
We do. Sorry. Finding what question we're on. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. All right. So we're going to move on. And FATFAT, who is your favorite player to play with and then play against? Sorry, that was your one, Stewie.
Ooh, that's
not letting you talk to me.
Look to your left, FATFAT. Look to your left.
Don't answer him.
So... I got Wicked Shack, my doubles partner, one of my favorites. Chi Chi and Stroke, we're a couple of OG buddies.
And Chi Chi was your caddy during that, correct?
Yep. And
nice.
Medham used to play with me, but now he's too cool for school.
I think that's a shout out towards Meadow.
If he sees this, I miss you.
You miss being carried, you mean?
I've been playing with Mark a little bit lately. Mark's been awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But it's hard. Everyone's awesome.
Have you got a nemesis? Something you can't beat.
The people. I would say Evil Larva. I just enjoy beating him, just because it's easy. And then I used to beat Yoda all the time. I think he quit the game because of me, because I beat him so much.
He's in my leagues.
Okay, well.
He's been on vacation, but he plays in my leagues. He's still around.
Took a sabbatical.
Yoda's
And then
before you go any further, before you go any further, he's watching this and he's a guest in a couple of weeks. So
I'm scared of Yoda. I call Yoda Jar Jar Binks. He's more Jar Jar Binks than Yoda because he's
All right. We are going to go ahead and move on.
I love everybody. Someone had to catch a stray.
All right. So we're moving on to our next question. And this one is from Yankee Dude. Shout out to Yankee Dude. How long does it take you to figure out the recovery shot from a mistake in a league game? You want to take this one first, Tricky, please?
Yes, I do. Okay, well, I play with the 3 people in here, meaning Stewie and Princess Bankshot. And yes,
you guys used to play with me until you got your podcast.
Yeah, I know. I played with you too. Yeah, but
We
Chris
don't play as much.
he's always
Chris gets very frustrated with her game occasionally, and she gets into a position, and instead of knocking it out and leaving the line, which she should do, she bangs it around and strokes out. So my answer to that would be, take your shot. If it doesn't work, take the easiest line to leave yourself a line for the hole.
That wasn't the question, though.
Can I say something, though? Mr. Tricky Button?
The question was, how long did it take to figure that gets out of jail shot?
After your first shot.
Yeah.
So I was getting to that bit, like I said in the end.
It depends how many times you make the same mistake. If you make the same mistake, then you learn how to adapt from it.
Well, that's in life as well, isn't it? Everybody makes mistakes, but we always say don't keep making the same mistakes.
Easier said than done.
Well, it is ish.
Sometimes playing shooting stars with the ball trail is a lot of fun. I don't normally do that in league games, though. To be fair, usually in league games, I am competitive. Usually I'll knock them out and stay safe as much as possible. But I am his doubles partner, so sometimes things go flying. Oh, whatever, Stewie, go ahead.
I remember in a final against Big Joe when she was 4 shots up.
Oh my God! I was 10 shots up.
10 shots up.
She was determined to get across that bridge until she shot out.
I lost that finals 10 shots up. Thank you. I lost my one. Shout out to Big Jaw. Thanks for kicking my butt on hole 14.
Oh, you played Big Jaw recently. How'd you go on?
I lost.
Yes, I thought you drew.
Oh yeah, but we had to play a playoff, but I couldn't be bothered, so I'll give him it.
All right.
The Demon Crew is back. We got PS Juice. Is that? Oh, I think that's Kyle. Pretty sure my grandson.
Well, come on, guys! Don't forget to comment. Put some comments down. Let's read some of your comments.
Yeah, and if you're enjoying the podcast, give us a thumbs up, follow, and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on, Chris.
Actually, I'm surprised. That's the first time you mentioned that. You're usually
slacking. I'm slacking.
You slacking today.
All right, guys.
Sorry, it's an old age.
Here we go. Moving on, guys.
Let's go.
Nope.
All right. Who would you like to see as a guest and why? It's my job to keep this thing flowing.
That's
Oh Jesus, this is a loaded question. Do we need to come back to this?
Well, it depends.
One person.
Quickly. Who's first comes to mind?
Met him actually because he has he's has a good reputation and he has a beautiful mind. I think.
Stewie, can you move your club?
I think people would have more questions for him than they have for. No one wants advice from FATFAT.
We do.
It's not all about
just
advice.
making sure they know that. Anyways. All right.
Okay, moving on.
I am. Sorry. I was reading the chat, seeing what the questions
that's fine. That's fine.
So let's go to Stewie. This is from Jazz. Shout out to Jazzy. It's one of our
Jazz
crew. How is a point? Oh, I'm gonna go.
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. How important is the social aspect of VR games to you? totally tripped
How
over
big-
words.
How
Sorry,
big
guys.
was it? How big is it?
Yeah,
No,
the
how-
aspect of the VR games to you, the social aspect. Like, is that
Oh, it's
the biggest
massive
aspect
now.
for you playing this?
I've never
you.
been a game. Yeah, I've never been a gamer, and when I got this game, I've met so many good people in real life or just in VR.
Yep.
It's massive to me. It's massive to me. It's a big part of my life now. I've got to admit it. So yeah,
I agree with that.
so it's a massive part of my social life now.
Indeed. Well, on the same sort of note, earlier this year, a lot of things happened to me, and this community has helped me through. One person in particular, thank you very much, Chris, and
Anytime.
Stewie. Yep.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I think that the community in this game has been absolutely amazing. It really has. It's helped me through a lot. Like I say, obviously things have happened to me different to everybody else, but it's helped me a lot. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I would say that same along those lines. So as most people know, if you've played in game with me, you'll hear my breathing go in and out. I do have a rare disease. Because of that rare disease, I do not have the ability to go out into the real world a lot. It's just too dangerous. And I don't have a lot of friends coming over anymore because of the disease. I do have Tricky's actually going to be coming, but he is preparing.
Easy.
He is preparing to come over here. It takes a bit. It takes following a bit of rules because of the extreme allergies. But this game, I had completely lost. So when COVID hit, I am airborne anaphylactic to alcohol products. So hand sanitizer, if I even smell it, I'm down. Multiple EpiPens, can't breathe. So that COVID took away my entire social life. So finding this game gave me all of that back. And that's why I love giving back to this community. I love teaching in this community. I love doing the podcast, like everything we do.
Indeed.
This VR game totally saved my sanity.
I get confused when she's having breathing difficulties between that and a clumsy voice because they're very similar.
Oh my God, here we go.
She has a clumsy voice. She definitely has a clumsy voice.
Thanks, guys. I love when you talk about this on, I don't know, live.
At least we haven't mentioned. The
We
whole
could talk
yet.
about the size of your boobs again.
I mean, why not? My husband. stole my husband stole Dickie from me today.
I think that was the first podcast. I think that was the first podcast they talked about.
How big are they? How big are they? Head size.
They are head size. Yeah.
They're head size.
Because my husband decided to walk around with one of my bras on his head. Well, we spent a lot of time on FaceTime around here.
Yes, sorting this out mainly.
Too much sometimes.
Right, moving on.
Oh,
That
hold
was a
on.
good
Before we go too
transition.
far, I want to say this right here. So we have
Ooh.
we have my grandson. So Kyle is in the chat and he
Just
said
after we talked about the size of his grandma's boobs.
he was in his Skins game the other night. He's 20. He's not super little. He's 20.
Okay.
Yeah, my husband's quite older than I am. So he is 20, but let me assure you that Skins game had more info than that. And he was like shutting his headset off. So he is saying that his favorite person that he's met in the game is Tricky.
Oh, thank you.
Tricky's taken the time to teach him.
Yeah.
And because he's the actual golfer, Tricky can.
Shit. I'm going to be sick.
Most people are when they talk about me.
I believe Gargar wants to come on this show. I think we could probably set that up, couldn't we, Stewie?
Absolutely.
Who's Gaga?
Yeah.
Who's Gaga?
The one that does a
he
video
is-
for Q3 After Dark.
Yeah, he is.
He does a lot for.
Is that the
yeah.
username?
Gaga.
Car man.
Yeah, he's in here under
Garman,
Q3AD.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Private message me. I'll sort
Stewie,
something out.
not Stewie.
Well-
FATFAT.
well-
This is from Trent. Have fun with this one.
Ooh.
So Trent has
Gotcha.
asked you, how
Uh-oh.
does he find it playing in the lower leagues compared to the top tier ones he's used to? Is
Dang.
it still a challenge? I think it is.
No, if it wasn't for his little bullshit ass. I think when I started, I was put in the elite, but I didn't deserve to be there. I was just thrown in there because there was empty
We kicked your
space.
butt pretty fast.
But
If I remember
then,
right.
like around League 2, I felt in League 1 or 2, I felt in my, but then I would always get screwed by
By Trent.
the Trent special.
Yeah.
And we've all
But
been
now, I've went from the top to all the way to I literally dropped all the way to the bottom.
Oh, no.
And now
He's on his way
working my
up.
way up.
So you mentioned you won a medal. Have you received it yet?
I
Or is it
won my
just
first medal yesterday.
Yeah,
and,
well done. Yeah, they're really nice.
Thank you.
Chris will explain what they look like.
I won
She's
despite
pictures of them.
Trent's. I think Allison got the chance card where she has to change her name to I Love Balls. So as far as points, Allison was first and I was second.
Oh, man.
And then she drew a chance card where she had to change her name to I Love Balls for the next season. And then someone pulled the card where they swapped their bonus points with mine. But luckily, I still managed to come out.
I have all my bonus points.
So we're gonna move on.
Just a question for Trent. If Chris gets a chance card, can you change it to I Love Brown Balls if she has to change her name?
Or can she have a medal?
No, it's fine. I don't want one. It's not going to happen there, okay? It's all good. Anyways, we are moving on. Now with this one, reminder to the crew here, normally when we cut away the video, we don't have our mics on. But however, there was a bit of an issue with the sound on this one. So you ready to narrate this for us, Tricky?
Yep. So if you boys just keep quiet just for a minute.
Yep, here we go. So Shooter McGavin wanted to know if we were to hit 10 putts from 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, or 30 feet, how many are you making? So we did cut away to a video. I'm going to bring up a video here in a second. We've actually made 2. The other one will be on our Facebook soon. And we did bring him in for that video, but we did do one shorter for the show. Here we go.
Okay, guys. Yeah. So first up, we have Stewie taking his first putt from about 5-10 foot, really. First one goes in nicely. Looking for the second one, drops it in nicely. Great shot. Third one, nice and easy. From that distance, you'd expect somebody like Stewie to make them. Okay, we've gone back to about 10 or 15 foot. Just slightly pulls the first one. On his second shot. On its way, boom, straight in the middle. Great shot. Okay, the third one. And he's pulled that one slightly to the left as well. Okay, he moves back to the furthest point now. Takes his first little warm-up, takes his shot. Boom, straight in the middle. Great pace. Second one. I think he pulls this one. Moving on to his third shot from that distance. And I believe that one is tippy-toe. Boom, great shot. Okay, the next one up, I believe, is Chris. Again, nice and easy, just from the front tee. First one in. On to the second. Great shot. Into the middle. Oh, that was the third one. Sorry, I've missed one. Slightly longer distance now. Okay, Chris up again. Just pushes that one slightly to the right-hand side. Onto a third try. And narrowly misses again to the left. Unlucky. Great pace, though. Okay, now from the furthest point. I can't even see the screen from back there. Oh, great try. Just a little short to the right. Next one's on its way. And pulls it left. Third try from the long distance. And very, very narrowly misses to the right-hand side. But all of them had great pace. So a lot of these shots we're talking about now are long-distance ones. In particular is, if you can't get them in, just make sure you leave yourself a nice short putt to get it in for the par or the birdie. So well done, guys. Well played.
Like I said, we will have the other one up. We had Shooter make shots in that other one along with us, and Tricky. The video for him was a little iffy on this one, so we didn't include it, but he is on that other video, and we will be getting that up soon. All right.
I wouldn't watch it. I didn't do very well.
Not the first questionable video Tricky's been part of.
All right. So now we're going to move on.
You received it as well, did you?
I was in it.
All right. So we are going to move on now.
Come on, guys.
We're moving on away from the questions. Thank you very much for coming, Papa. We are going to go into the other leagues now. Over in the Classic, we're going to bring this up. So season 16 of the tournament just finished over there. They had Indy with the win, and man, that win was by a lot.
He did win by a lot. That was a great
168 points.
But did you say thank you for coming? Am I done?
No, you can stay. You can stay. We're just moving past. You can stay, but you don't have to stay. We're just moving past into this.
You can stay.
Past
Stay
the
with
questions.
us. Stay with us.
So for second, we had his dudeness. Now his dudeness was at 139. So yeah, he did pull that one away by a lot. Zonk, shout out to Zonk. He's come a long way. I remember when Zonk was a newer player. Awesome job. Ending in third on the season over there with 135. Zanetti coming in with 122 and fourth. Jorge coming in and fifth with 115. Doradi. We ever figure out how to say that name?
Doradi. Just call him Bob.
Yes. At 114. Big Jaw over there with 112. Dobson with 103. Wayne right behind with 102. And then lean into it in 10th place with 100. Awesome job, guys.
Well done, guys. Well done.
All
well
right.
played.
Well done. Well played, all of you.
We are moving on over to Chris's leagues. And last night's race, Thursday night races.
Are we not talking about me anymore?
If I can get to my camera, I'd mute you right now.
Now she wants me to go. Now
you're getting a look, just so you know.
Okay,
right.
I'll go ahead. I'll go. I appreciate you guys having me.
Thanks.
Thank you, FATFAT.
Thank you, FATFAT.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
All right, I'll move over here by Stewie. Might throw him off a little bit.
You
Getting
move
close.
that way a little bit, Stewie.
Hey. All right. Yep.
Where have I gone?
On top of Stewie. That's not that kind of show. Anyways. Thursday night racing. We had Grip Rip grabbing first in the amateur. Nice job.
Nice job.
Over in the pro. We had no semi-pros running in the race last night. Come on, guys. We need more races over there. And it doesn't matter what level you're playing at. We run 4 different divisions. So now we're bringing up the pros. First, in the pro last night for the racing, it was Shangri-La Easy and Hard. We have Sarah Lou. Congratulations, Sarah Lou. Dawn coming in second, and Bad Wolf coming in third for the pro. Awesome. All right. Over in the elite, we had Indy coming in first for our elites, and Jorge behind him in second, and then we had Dirty Daz. Yes, because Chris accidentally, in a reaction, screwed his name up, and we will forever have to tell the story behind this.
Yeah, she's right there. Yeah.
And Derby Daz came in on third on the elite, which he did just get bumped up from being a pro racer to an elite racer. Congratulations.
Well done, guys. Well done. Good scores there.
is that not going away? No, because it was the wrong one. There we go. All right. So we're going to move over to last weekend's KWT. Last weekend in the amateur, we had Plucky. In the second place in the amateur, we had Awkward Sauce. And coming in third, we had End It Now, DMD.
Well played, guys.
And we were
Well
over on
played.
Labyrinth, I believe. You'd think I
It
would
was
know this.
Labyrinth.
It's only my leagues. All right. So in semi-pro, we have in first place, Captain. In second place, we know this name. He's one of our admins. We got Stevie Wonderful. And in third, semi-pro, we had Tiger Hoods.
Well done, well played, guys.
Stevie won something.
He
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
They did.
All right.
Mrs. Wonderful must have played.
Yeah, must have been playing with Mrs. Walty.
Yeah.
Yes, Mrs. Old T. Over in the pro, DB grabbing first place. Nice job. Go Marino in second. And, on another trophy for the same week, we have Sarah Lou in third place for the pro. Congrats.
Well done,
Well
guys.
done,
Good
everybody.
on
That's
Sarah.
awesome. All right. Now up is our elites. We have in first, here's a name we've talked about already tonight, Big Jaw. Nice job. In second, we had Indy. And in third, we had Lean Into It. Thank you so
Okay,
much, guys,
nice.
for supporting the KWT and running. And remember, we would love to see more beginners and semi-pros. Like, come on in and play with us. Doesn't matter what level you're at. We have a lot of people that love to teach involved. So come on
Yes,
over,
indeed.
have some fun with
And
us.
this week's course by our surroundings will be Raptor Cliff.
It
It really
is. And we're in the
It is.
last week of, what are we in the last week of there, Tricky? This isn't a trick question. We're in the last
KWT.
week of the monthlies.
Monthly. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, we're in the last week of the monthly. So whatever you do, get those scores in nice and quick. Sorry,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
rehearsed all this and I messed it up badly.
We didn't really
Yeah.
rehearse because
No,
this
we
isn't
just thought
really
we'd mention it.
planned. We like to we run this on the fly, if you can't tell.
Yes. And
Dude,
just a
anyway,
quick one.
I've
Just a
been-
quick
I've
one
been
on
rehearsing.
all that. You only been in here. So just a quick one on what we were talking about there with the competitions and the leagues and whatnot. And we would like to have more amateurs, beginners to come and join us. And me and Chris were talking earlier. We were thinking about on a Tuesday evening, depending what time, because obviously I'm in the UK, Chris is in United States, in America.
Incoming.
We're gonna open a room for an hour or an hour and a half for the beginners or for the amateur players to come in and jump in with a room for us in practice mode, so we can run through a few holes with you on different courses, show you a few shots, just something to help you out really, to lower your scores, to get better scores and hopefully move up that leaderboard. So that's something we'll look at, and we'll post it on our Facebook page for you to come and have a look at. And if you want to join us, we'll put some times up. And
Stewie.
come and
We'll
join.
Stewie,
your
your
club.
putter's in his face.
We'll show you. They'll show you some trick shots, and Tricky will show you some recovery shots.
Yeah, 'cause that's mainly what I do.
with beginners and beginners and newer players, we do try to stay away from the real tricky trick shots. There are
Yes.
some holes that the trick shot is literally the easier way to go, and we teach that. But both of us have a passion for teaching, and we really like to get you the basics of how to get par on a hole before we teach you how to jump over for those miracle shots. So we do love teaching, but we both do kind of believe in that walk before you run, very much. So we'd love to teach you how to do these holes, par or less, and just how to improve your score. So please come on over and golf with us. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That's why
That'll be fun.
that's why I've not been invited, because it involved running.
You haven't been invited because you haven't been in here.
All right. So
busy boy. I'm a busy man.
we know. All right. So Tricky, I'm going to put up that other one. Are you
Oh.
ready? This is, I believe we have like 11 spots left, guys.
Okay, yeah. So we have a bracket tournament starting on Chris's leagues. It's called Four Seasons. Four seasons for a reason, because you got summer, spring, winter, and autumn.
Oh, well
So that's
done.
the four seasons. So
Noted all of it, well
Linybod, who runs all this, she has put the courses in the categories. So basically, what you have to do is two of you in a room. One of you pick a front nine or a back nine from a season. Your opponent picks a front nine or a back nine from a different season, and it's best of three. So Linybod has already sorted out the playoff season, so you can't choose from that one either. So come over, join. It's not as difficult as I make it sound. It's quite easy. The rules are up there. Again, we'll put them on our Facebook page. But we have 11 spots left to fill, so please come over, take your chance, and get it filled up, and get this game going.
All right, so we are gonna head on over to M&M server, Monday night mini golf.
Monday night mini golf.
Woohoo! Tricky and I, don't forget to watch these games. Tricky, Stewie, and I, we live Monday night games over for that server. So we are live Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern, us as a group, and then Dawn, myself, and Neil Impossible, the owner of that server, we live an 8 o'clock Eastern game. So here we go. Season.
Don't watch that one. It's not as good.
Fight me. Season 4, week 2. I'll let you do this one. I believe you're calling him Bob now.
Yeah. Okay. So in first place we have Bob on a -20. What course did we play again? I can't see the
Mars Garden Hard.
So it was Mars Gardens Hard. So we had Bob, who is called Gerardo or something.
Gerardi.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
So bad with that
at
name.
a -22. Yeah. We have Julian at a -21, and Big Jar coming in third place at a -20. Well done, guys.
All three of you.
Congratulations. And then here are the solo aces. So on Mars Garden Hard, there were only 2 solo aces. One is Jazz on hole 6, and the other is hole 18. Autodidactic. There's another name I like to mess up.
Yep, another Bob.
Out to Otto. Nice job, guys.
Yeah,
now we're moving on over. Gargar, here you go. We're moving on over to your area. Q3 SD. Fresh meat is their new category for players who just joined. I believe you had a conversation with her about this, correct?
I did have a conversation. I was a little bit blasé about it because I wasn't listening that much, to be honest. Yes, I was. I'm not joking. So I think what she said was what Parody said was, excuse me if I'm wrong, that the new players coming in, so they don't put them in the wrong category to start with. They're going to give it 3 or 4 weeks, see where they are, and then start putting them into their correct categories.
Awesome.
I think that's what she said, but that's that kind of thing anyway.
Yeah, I believe that's what.
That's a fair way of doing things.
So, fresh meat. There, we have a top 3 here. So this is that fresh meat. We had Lean Into It with a minus. He now has a -73 sitting for the season. Matt 916 after week 3 sitting with a 61. And the dude sitting with a 46 under. Gargars answering us. And he said, yep, not decided the exact week yet. So that is one of the admins over there. Thank you, Gargar Man.
Thank you, Gargar Man.
Here we go with their amateur. Topping after week 3 in amateur, they had Nick 79 with 46. Shaggy with 45 under, and Amy with a 42 under. Do you want to take
guys?
Well done,
this one? Yeah, go ahead and take this one, Tricky.
Okay, so we got semi-pro. Excuse me, because I'm looking for my glasses.
Oops, sorry, I can do it.
No, it's okay. I've got them on now. So, I can't see it. I still can't see it. Sorry.
Yeah,
My
so it
headset's
is
come
Darth Dangler for the 49 under. We have Norb, and Raw Dog at 39 under tie. Congratulations to the
Well
semi-pro.
done, guys. The semi-pro.
All right. We have the pro up, and topping is Mammothrup with 53 under. John Sophia, shout out to another one of the Christmas League's
John.
admins with him 51 under. And then Master KP, who does play in that second live game on Mondays a lot at 49 under. All right.
Well done,
Nice
well
job to the
played.
pros. Can you see now? Do you want to take the elites?
If I can see it, I will.
All right. Can you see it?
Okay, so the elites. So topping the elites with a minus 65, which is a great score, is to my right-hand side, Princess Bankshot.
Yay, me. Oh, no.
Nice try, Stewie.
Sorry, I should have skipped one. In second place with a minus 64 is Derby Daz, and also with a minus 64 is Slap My
Slappy.
Foxes. Slappy, well done, boys
Also, I'm going to say fix.
and girls.
It was
Slappy.
rigged.
Slappy, Tricky, and I believe we're up to a 5-person room now. We'll see how long that
I
lasts.
think we are. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have fun with it
All right.
anyway.
Yeah, we do. All right. So now we're going to bring up. So it was Seagull
I can't see
Stacks
that.
Easy. I got it. That played week 3. So the solo ace, with the only solo ace, was T1000. He had a hole in one on 4. Congratulations. That's a tricky one to hold.
Yeah, that is a very
Most
tricky.
ace
Yeah.
hole 9 had 12 out of 84, 14.28%, I believe that says. And then total aces 64, or sorry, 54.
Ah.
It's 54. We can't see
Ooh.
either, people.
Oh, yeah.
We had the average score at a minus 17. The highest score was in our room, which Slappy, you did an amazing job at 24 under. And then the
Well done,
most
Slappy.
aces was 3 aces. And this is by a really long-term player too. Debbie, congratulations. Nice job.
Well done, Deb.
We
Well
are
done.
being warned. So Rick is in the chat warning us that we have a dinosaur behind us.
Is it?
Da, 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 da,
Like,
da.
We didn't
thought it was
notice.
I thought it was at side of me.
That's just
Which
me. I'm
side are
sorry.
you talking?
But with that dinosaur, it is
All
quite
right.
good because you can actually land on it, and it gives you a damn good bucking.
It does.
That's all
And
I'm
I
saying.
believe I've shown a clip here. I don't have it with me, but maybe when we're ending, we can get these guys to jump back on there. All right. So we're going to move on over.
I'll go for
We
DP
won't.
again.
No.
Anyways, we're going to move on over to Put About VR, which I used its real name, Trent. I did. Aha.
For
And
people
here's
who don't know, for people who
take it.
Yep.
Why is that not going? Hold on a second.
Okay, we've got a few
Hold on,
technical
yep.
issues here, but we are getting to it. We're just trying to bring up the live feed.
Why is that not? Yeah, 1 second. We have lost our live. Just give me a minute and I can fix this.
we're still here, if you can hear us.
We are.
Okay, guys, if you can hear us, we'll be back very shortly.
There we are.
Okay,
back.
we are back. We are back.
With no Chris, but
Welcome
we're back.
Okay, so
And
that was Trent's League, as I call it, because he loves me calling it Trent's League. So the new one coming out is called Evil, and I believe he has put in the rules that
716.
we can do anything we like to put off the opponent. It doesn't
Yeah, I
matter
can't
what we
wait for
do,
this one.
all about evil. and then you get a chance to add a stroke to their score to give you or your score, whichever it is. Is it ours or theirs?
I'm not sure.
I don't read the
I got
rules.
confused.
Yeah, we don't
I know you
read the
don't.
rules.
Just
That
to
might be
give
why I don't
you
have
an
it on.
advantage anyway. So this one's coming up and it starts the 1st of next month. So the guys that play in it, good luck, have fun, and be evil.
Yeah, in the group we're in, that's going to get interesting.
Evil.
All
It is, especially if we can get them played in time.
No,
Yeah.
that's really
Just
evil
saying.
not playing your games. That's really
So-
evil not playing your games in time.
We are gonna move on over. So the ladies' league. Now we did have Sarah Peach on last week, and we had a
did.
really
Very
good
nice guest.
conversation with them about that server. And so we are going to be bringing you some info from there. So the first thing we're going to pull up is their ladder league. Now, these standings earlier today, so they may have changed, but here we go. Why is it? Oh, hold on. Here we go. So we have KD topping their ladies server. Puffin in second, Poppet in third, Darva Larva in fourth, Alyssa in fifth, Sarah Lou in sixth, seventh is Alicia, eighth is Musical ATV. We also had her on as a guest. Ninth is Kim, Nick 79 is 10th, and then we have 11th is Peach. Nice job, ladies. Keep up the
Well done,
awesome
ladies.
work there.
Well played.
All
And the
right, we're
gentleman
gonna.
that plays in there. Well done, Bert, as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm Bert.
He doesn't play. All right. So you got, would you like to see, let's pop up that video. You think, Tricky? We're going to pop up that Mayday video. So this
Yes,
one
indeed.
is running right now.
We're finally here, the knockout rounds.
Are we
Here's how
mics
the
on?
remaining players got here. Each player was assigned to a group of 4. They would play each other separately. The goal was that the top 16 players with the best scores would move on to where we are now, the knockout rounds. This is single elimination to the championship. We will be live streaming as many matches as we can. Best of luck to the remaining 16 player. Here's a list of those players. Stay tuned for their upcoming matches.
Wow. We are back live.
Okay, guys. That is just about it from us today. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Just want to tell who next week's
go on.
guest is.
Yes,
so that
indeed.
you can get the questions. Next week's guest is actually Linny Bob. I think Sarah Lou might make another guest appearance as well.
Indeed.
Sarah Lou,
Indeed.
because Linny Bob's off to the States to visit Sarah Lou.
Her sister.
So-
Yes.
Her sister,
sister.
yes.
Yes,
So
indeed she
We
is.
could have the nice one and the bad one on the same time.
Oh, that's evil. Oh, that's the wrong game.
Yeah. So if you,
Yeah, so Linny Bod,
Any
she
questions
runs
for-
the. Yep, sorry.
Yep.
Linny Bod runs the bracket tourney on Chris's leagues.
And the
So any
ladies.
questions for her about anything, and obviously Sarah, because she is coming on as well, Sarah Lou, please put them in the chat or put them on our Discord or on our Facebook.
or private message
So-
if you want to keep it a secret so they can't see it.
Absolutely.
The other part of this is that Linnybot does absolutely run ours. She also runs the bracket leagues over on the ladies server. So she's running as an admin on both leagues. So if we have some ladies that aren't on Chris's leagues but have questions for her about bracket tourneys there too, it's okay. Go ahead and send those questions in because we will have them on.
Indeed.
Sarah Lou happens to be her assistant over on our server. So although she owns the server, she's over helping us with the bracket tourneys, and we appreciate it a lot. Thank you, Sarah Lou
We
and
certainly
Linny
do.
Bond.
And she
Thank
just
you
so
both.
happens to be her sister as well. Unlucky.
Yes. Lucky.
I just can't believe the sisters because Lynn's so nice.
I know, it's unbelievable. Shout
They
out to
love
both
to
of them. They're
razz
lovely
those.
ladies. Lovely ladies.
Yes. All right.
So,
Do we
yeah,
have anything
so-
else?
I don't think so. I just think we'll say for next week we'll be covering all the servers again.
Did we-
I hope- Go on.
Did we want to take a quick about the name change?
You can do if you wish.
I think we maybe should.
Yeah.
We just
Maybe,
tweak
maybe.
with the we just tweak with the name just to cut it down to make it
Just a
easy for
little bit.
people.
Yeah.
just not to
Yeah.
make
We don't want to go
it
too much into it,
the,
but
the talk about. That's what we're going to call it from now on. The talk about.
yeah,
Absolutely.
nice and easy.
but- we will be emphasising that it is to talk about, but we are only talking about walkabout mini golf.
Absolutely.
That's what we're here
We know there is
before.
other
That's
games
what we're
out
here
there,
for.
but this is what we're here for, to promote this community and this wonderful game.
And bring more people
Absolutely.
in to play this brilliant game. Indeed. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Any last words, Tricky? You're pretty good at ending these.
No, just thank you ever so much for watching. I would like to see more comments, if possible, in the chat as we're going live. It'd be nice to see who's in there, what they've got to say, if they're enjoying it. So any sort of chat would be nice. And thank you ever so much for watching.
All
And I just want to say, FATFAT, thank you for being a guest. You're a great guest.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wipe your ass when you finish this podcast.
When you finish watching it again.
When you're done with the rewind. All right. Very nice.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much.
See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.